In today's video, we're going to see what, in my opinion, are the top 5 Bluetooth over-ear headphones of 2023. They are ranked from the least expensive to the most expensive, so it's not about going from best to worst or anything like that. These are simply my 5 favorite options as of today in each possible price range. I'd like to remind you that in the description, you can find the names of all the headphones we're going to look at, along with their respective Amazon links, so you can check the current prices there. With all that said, let's get started. In the 5th position and being the most affordable headphones in the video, we have the Cancellation Q30. These headphones may not be the cheapest you can find on the market, but I believe they offer the minimum level of quality that's worth considering. Generally, options that cost $20 or $30 less don't seem as worthwhile as these, at least in my opinion. That's why I'm starting with an option slightly above what some of you might have expected. Let's begin with their battery life, which is up to 40 hours or up to 60 in standard mode. In the real world, we all know they usually don't reach these figures, but even if the actual battery life is slightly less, it's still quite impressive. Even if you use them for several hours a day for 4 or 5 days, you'll still have battery left. So, in this regard, they more than meet my expectations. When it comes to audio quality, I can't convey how they sound, and my auditory taste may differ from yours, but objectively, when compared to headphones in the same price range, the audio quality is excellent, in my opinion. Another important factor is comfort, and these headphones are quite comfortable. They're not the most comfortable I've ever tried, but they are comfortable enough for extended use without causing any discomfort. Regarding the aesthetics of the headphones, well, it's not my favorite design, but it's decent. Plus, a big positive is that they come in 3 different colors: black, dark blue, and pink. The Cancellation Q30 comes with active noise cancellation, and this is why we start with a slightly higher-end headphone from the beginning. If you're getting wireless headphones, good noise cancellation is essential in my opinion, and these provide a fairly good one for the price. They even have 3 noise cancellation modes that you can adjust to your preferences. They have many more features that I won't go into detail about to avoid making this too long, but as a conclusion, they offer incredible value for money, and if my budget fell within this range, they would be my choice without a doubt. In the 4th position, we have the Final UX3000, headphones that are similar to the previous ones but a bit more expensive and better in some aspects. However, in terms of overall value for money, I must say that I find the previous ones slightly better. Let's start with the battery life, which is up to 35 hours, 5 hours less than the previous ones. It's basically the same story, more than sufficient battery life, allowing a regular user to go 3 days without charging. So, they're perfect in this regard. In terms of audio quality, there's a slight improvement compared to the previous ones, and, again, I find the quality to be very good for the price. However, I won't delve into this aspect too much, as I can't express it to you directly, nor can I for any other headphones. Comfort is an area where, in my opinion, they are considerably better than the previous ones. They are much more comfortable and pleasant to wear. They encase the ear nicely, and the quality of the foam is quite good. I prefer headphones with a more oval shape over those that are more rounded like the previous ones. For me, in terms of comfort, these are almost unbeatable. As for the aesthetics of the headphones, there's nothing particularly remarkable. It's a design I like a bit more than the previous one, but this is a very personal preference. In general, it's a design that's unlikely to displease anyone because it's quite discreet. These headphones also come with active noise cancellation, which is why we're starting with a mid-range to lower-end headphone right away. If you're getting wireless headphones, good noise cancellation is essential in my opinion, and these provide a fairly good one for the price. They even have 3 noise cancellation modes that you can adjust to your preferences. They have many more features that I won't go into detail about to avoid making this too long, but as a conclusion, they offer incredible value for money, and if my budget fell within this range, they would be my choice without a doubt. In the 3rd position are what, in my opinion, are the best in terms of value for money and the ones I'm still using today, the Sony XM4. As of now, in terms of value for money, these headphones are truly remarkable. If you're looking for headphones to be highly productive or to have outstanding noise cancellation, these should be your choice. With the release of the Sony XM5, the price of these dropped significantly, and today, I genuinely consider them a gem. They offer up to 30 hours of battery life, which is only 5 hours less than the previous ones and still a huge amount of battery life that should suffice for almost anyone. The audio quality is excellent in my personal opinion. It's exactly how I like my headphones to sound, and of course, there's an equalizer in the app to further adjust them to your tastes and needs. When it comes to comfort, there's not much to say. They're incredibly comfortable. These headphones are also geared towards people who travel a lot to isolate themselves from the surrounding noise, and travel times can be long, so obviously, they couldn't be uncomfortable headphones. I've worn them for more than 8 hours without the slightest discomfort. Aesthetically, I also love them. I know I might sound like a fan, but having tried many headphones, these are my favorites. Their design is discreet, as long as you buy them in blue or black. If you get them in white or green, they might be more eye-catching, but depending on your preferences, this might not be a negative. Sony's noise cancellation, I have to say, is the the best I've tried, so in this regard, they are the market leaders in my opinion. Back when they had a much higher price, I already thought they were a good buy for that noise cancellation, but at the current price, they are a wonder. Some other features include the ability to connect to two devices simultaneously, adapting sound and cancellation based on what you're doing, voice assistant, Bluetooth 5.0, etc. In conclusion, I love them. In terms of value for money, they seem great to me today, and if you're looking for headphones with incredible noise cancellation and sound quality, these are definitely my choice. In second place, we have the Bose Noise Cancelling Headphone 700, which are also very good headphones and slightly more expensive than the previous ones. I'm including them to provide another option apart from Sony, and if I had to be more objective, I'd say that if it were up to me, the video would end with the previous choice. The battery life of these headphones is the lowest among all the headphones in the video, lasting only up to 20 hours. I don't want this to be misconstrued. 20 hours is still a decent battery life, but objectively, in this aspect, they are not as good as the rest of the headphones. When it comes to audio quality, I can say in their favor that it's excellent, which is to be expected from this brand. They don't have as vibrant bass as the Sony headphones, but the sound quality is on par. As for comfort, it's quite similar to the previous Sony headphones. I must admit that these felt a bit less comfortable to me, but they are still very pleasant to wear. Aesthetically, in my opinion, they fall far behind the Sony XM4. The design doesn't give me a premium feeling, and I honestly don't like it. For me, they lag in this department, but as I mentioned, this aspect is much more subjective. Additionally, a drawback of their design compared to the previous headphones is that they are not foldable, which is a significant disadvantage when it comes to portability. These headphones also clearly feature excellent noise cancellation. I wouldn't say it's on par with Sony, but there isn't a huge difference, in my opinion. They are a quite good alternative to the previous ones. However, having had both, and considering that these are slightly more expensive, my conclusion is that Sony headphones are a better purchase. Nevertheless, these are still incredible headphones, which is why they are included in the video. And finally, in the first position, we have the Sony XM5, the older siblings of the XM4 in the third position. So, instead of going over all of them again, I'll simply comment on the differences between the XM4 and these, and why I stuck with the former. The most notable and obvious change is in the design. It's true that in the XM series, the design had been virtually the same for 3 generations, and it's also true that the new design of the XM5 is quite good. However, I feel they've lost some of their essence and personality. Both are very nice, and I wouldn't say one is better than the other, but I would have liked the new design to have more in common with the previous one. Another change is in the noise cancellation. In this case, the XM5 has 8 analysis microphones, while the XM4 had 4. I don't deny that the noise cancellation of the XM5 is better than that of the XM4, but being honest, having tried both, I can't say there's a real difference. Both isolate extremely well, but objectively, the XM5 is better. The rest of the differences are quite significant improvements in the XM5 over the XM4, such as a couple of extra hours of battery life, slightly faster charging, and a 4-gram lighter weight. Overall, nothing I find very crucial. The final difference and the reason the XM4 remained my choice is the price. As of today, there's a $100 difference between the XM4 and the XM5, and this gap was a bit larger when the XM5 first came out. Personally, I feel that $100 isn't worth it. The improvements with the XM4 are enough for me, but if this price difference doesn't bother you, by all means, the XM5 is undoubtedly better. Whichever you choose, both are excellent purchases and neither will disappoint you. So, we finished reviewing all the headphones in the video. Now that you know which ones are my top choices, I hope my recommendations have been helpful, and you now know which headphones suit you best. I'd like to remind you that in the description, you can find the names of all the headphones, along with their corresponding Amazon links, so you can check the current price of each one. I'd like to ask you to give this video a like if you enjoyed it, to let me know, and to subscribe so you won't miss any of the upcoming videos on the channel. Greetings, and I'll see you in the next video.